Hey everyone, my name is Crystal and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've been here, but I just want to start off by saying Happy New Year's. What I want to try to do is, since it is a new year, try to start up doing videos like I used to when I was doing a lot of budgeting videos. And back then I was doing budget videos with money I was bringing in with my markets that I was doing, that I am still doing with my sister. So now I want to focus more on, crocheting, things I'm doing, making within like a week or two before my next markets. So yeah, so this video is going to be just kind of like getting back into making videos and back into the routine of things with doing videos and sharing things with you guys. So I might pop in some video clips here when I went yarn shopping a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, I can't remember. But yeah, so I'll pop that in right now. Trying to look at the clearance is a pain because it's surrounded by boxes. So I don't know how I'm gonna be able to look at any of those back here or in the middle between all of this. So yeah, so I do go and shop a lot at Joann's more than like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, just because I find that Joann has a lot more option with like the plushie yarn or blanket yarn, so like Bernat, Big Twist. So in this video I want to share with you guys things that I have made within the last 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks. We do have a market coming up this weekend. It is with the Otaku Food Festival. It's like an anime festival. So yeah, I'm going to pull out everything that I've made. It's not going to be just the stuff I've made. It's going to be stuff that my mom has made as well for herself, for our business, and then some more stuff that I made for myself. And I will share with you guys like who made what. And if you see me looking down, I have a screen down here to kind of help me make sure I'm in frame. So yeah, so I'm gonna empty out my bags and share with you guys what I have made. So I emptied out one of these big moving bags and then one of the big tote bags that you get from Joann's and Marshall's. So, and this is what we use to put all our plushies in to take with us to our markets. And I'm glad that I was able to fill up at least one of these big bags. So for this next market, it's supposed to be a big market since it is the Lunar New Year, I guess, with the Chinese culture, and they believe in like the red envelopes with money. And I have a friend that does these markets, and she said that last year she did really well because, you know, they have to when they're gifted these red envelopes, they spend the money or something like that. That's what I was told. I'm not quite sure how that works out. So we do have this market this weekend coming up, and then the following market we will be going to Dallas, and then next month Otaku's hosting 3 more markets next month, but we actually only gonna sign up for 2 because one of them is at a brewery. But that week that we don't have anything, we're trying to catch up with inventory for the next 2 weekends. So the first weekend in February is the brewery, and then the next 2 weekends is going to be, I think, in College Station, and then again in San Antonio. And in March, so then after that I think we're gonna have like another 2 weeks off, and then March we're gonna have a pickle festival in New Braunfels. And from what we're hearing is the pickle festival is gonna be a big market We normally do one here from the Pickle Festival around here where I'm from, and the host of that, she moved it to New Braunfels just to, I guess, venture out to different cities. And from what we're seeing on her Facebook group, there's a lot of interest of people going, and what we're told is that there's going to be about 30,000 people attending. So we have to make sure we have a lot of inventory, especially pickles, because people go crazy over pickles. And once I get closer to that, I will talk about that festival. So here I'm going to share with you guys what I have made, and I guess what I've made and what I'm pricing it for, and like about how many. It's kind of hard because I have everything on top of me. So the first thing I'm going to share with you guys is this hooded scarf. It's an infinity scarf that has a hood on it. So of course you put it on like this. I have a bun, so it's sticking making the top stick out. And then you wrap it around like this, and you have the hooded scarf. And then you can put the hood down and just have an infinity scarf. And this one I do have priced at $40. I do feel like it's a little bit on the low end since it does take a while to make. I'm actually working on a black one. It's a custom order for someone at my mom's job. She did buy one from me last week or so, and now she wants a black one. Like I said, I do charge $40. I was surprised because I was making them last year, and I sold a few of them, not a lot, but one of my markets that we did at another in San Antonio, but a different location in San Antonio, I did sell 2 in one day, and I don't think I've ever sold 2 in one day. So, and then I make these little chickens here. It's not the Mabel chicken. This one I actually found on Instagram. So this is a free pattern on Instagram, and these I sell for $15. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I don't just stick to like 2, 3, 4 colors. I like to make different colors, and people actually like the different color ones. So that's why I have this little blue one here. Oh, I forgot how many I had. Oh, this was 6, 7. Well, I'll say that 7 of that one. That was my $15 one. And then I did make the same chicken with a different yarn. This one I believe is Loops and Threads from Michaels. And this one did come out a little smaller. So this one is 12. And then my mom actually made some of the same pattern, but she added a little tail to them. And this one is made from the Dollar Tree yarn, Premier, I believe. And this one is $10 since it is a little bit bigger than the $12 one. And she made a couple more. Oh, here's another $10 one. So she made 2 $10 and I think 1 $8 one. Oh, here's it. So this one's a little bit smaller. And like I said, we like making different color chickens, not just the typical black, white, brown ones. So there's that one. And then my mom made 2 of these little octopuses. I am all over the place. When I get there, I'll show you. But she made these little octopuses here. And this one we have for $20 just because these tentacles it's not even octopus, I'm sorry, jellyfish. These little tentacles took a while. So this one is $20, and we did make another one. And this one is another free pattern I believe I found on Instagram. So there's that one. And then I did make 2 of these little cheeky turtles. So if you take the shell off, it does have the butt cheeks under it. And these I sell for $20. I made 2 of these, and I do plan on making at least 1 more by this weekend. And then I made these little birds by Crochet with Jenna, I believe. And these I call flying birds just because they do look like they're flying. So I made, I think, 5 of them. Yeah, because I have the little duck, a little chicken, a flamingo, a little goose, here it is, a mallard duck. And all of these I sell for $22, and these are all of them together. And like I said, I call them little flying birds because they look like they're flying and stuff. So I have those 5, and then I did make 3 of these little sleepy birds. I call them little sleepy birds, but they're like what do they call them for kids? And this one is the little goose, mallard duck, and a regular duck. So I made these 3. I'm sorry if I keep covering my face. I don't realize I'm doing it again. If I'm looking down at my screen. And then I made 2 of these little chill pills. I made them before. I think I made 2 before, and they both sold. And I believe one of them, a pharmacy student bought it because they were going to school for pharmacy, and they bought one for themselves. And then I made these 2 long snakes. And I forgot to say, my flying birds, I think I've said, but the one by Jenna was 22, and the sleepy birds, the ones I just showed you, those are 25. And then these long snakes here, these are 25 as well. This is what I made one of the chickens out of. And then this one, these are both from Michael's, the Loops and Threads, I believe, or yeah, I think Loops and Threads. And so this is like a floral print, and I used the rest of this yarn, so I was able to finish that cake or skein. And then I made 3 of these little snakes, and these are all done by the Dollar Tree yarn. And I try to make them a little bit of different sizes, and all of these are $12. And since this year is the year of the snake, that's why we are trying to make a lot of little snakes. And I do add like little tongues on there. I know I see people with pink tongues, but I like the red tongues for some reason. So I made those 3, and like I said, these are $12. And then, oh, here's some more of my chickens I made. These ones again are 15. Here's another one. And then I made these 2 bigger ones. It's the same pattern. I made these out of the the Michael's yarn as well. These are the ones that went, I believe they got discontinued, and they were on sale for $5. So I had some left. So I decided to make some chickens out of it. And these are going to be 20, and they're really soft and feel. And here's another $10 chicken out of the Dollar Tree yarn. And so far I've only made 1 of these little birds, and we sell these for $8. For some reason they're very popular, so I highly recommend making these little birds. Again, I found this one free on Instagram. If I remember, I will try to put, you know, all the names of the creators of these patterns that I find on Instagram. And then my mom made this hippo, and this one we're gonna sell for $35. Again, this was a free pattern on Instagram. So she made this one out of Bernat yarn, and then she made this one from the Dollar Tree yarn. So this one she's doing for $35, and this one is going to be $20. And then this chicken, it's a little bit bigger than my $15 ones. This one is going to be $18, and this one's the same pattern. I just used a bigger hook to make it a little bit bigger, so that's why it's $18. And then my mom made this little raccoon This one, again, I believe it was a free pattern on Instagram, and this one is going to be $45 just because of all the sewing that she had to do. She had to sew on the ears, the arms, and the tail, and I believe this little muzzle part right here. So this one's gonna be $45. And she did also make this possum. Again, this one's gonna be $45. We found the pattern on Instagram, another free pattern, but it's $45 just because of all the sewing that she had to do. The tail, the arms, the ears, and the little muzzle. So that one's $45. Here's another $15 chicken. And another popular item that I make and then we sell are these little possums. Again, free pattern on Instagram, and these I sell for $18. These are a pretty quick pattern to make, and these are very popular. Every time I make them, every show, they pretty much sell out. This is the only one I have so far, but I do need to make more for sure. I cannot have more. I can't have at one. I have to have at least 5 to 6 of them. And then, oh, here's the other jellyfish. Again, this is made out of Dollar Tree yarn. This one is $20. I really like how this one came out with the orange body. And then I did make some of these little hearts to get ready for Valentine's with the little arms and the legs and stuff. And these two are $15. These are made out of the Bernat yarn. And then this one is out of that, again, the discontinued yarn from Michaels. This one, I believe I put it for $20 since it is a little bit bigger and I did have to use more stuffing. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. More stuffing, of course, you know, I had to charge a little bit more. But yeah, these are really cute. I made a lot of these last year. They took a while for them to sell what I had, but I ended up selling all of them within, I want to say 8 months. I think I made about 20 of them or so. And I make them out of like Bernat yarn, and then I do make them out of Posh yarn. And the Posh yarn I charge $10 or $12 for them, just because they do come out a little bit smaller. But this is another free pattern on Instagram, and this one is a pretty fast make as well. And this heart here, it's that Bernat yarn that changes colors. So it's that ombre, I believe it is. And then I made this cell phone bag holder. It works really well to just carry your cell phone, and it made it into a crossbody. I did make a lot of these for my husband's job, but with them it had like a little strap to go over and with a button to close it. It didn't have this, so I decided just to make the same body part without the little closure on top and add the straps. And I did make one for our last market, and it sold, so I have this one here, and I do want to try to at least make one more for this weekend, and I charged $18. The one I made before and it sold was $15, and this one I upped it a little bit just because of how long it took, especially with the strap. It took a little bit longer. And then my mom makes these little turtles, and all of these are made out of the Dollar Tree yarn as well, and we sell these for $8. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these do pretty decent. I like how she changed the body and the shells from each other, like the light body, dark shell, dark body, light shell. Like I said, $8 each, and these are all made from the Dollar Tree yarn, and it is a free pattern from Instagram. Pretty much all our patterns are free from Instagram or YouTube. Like my phone crossbody, that's from YouTube. And then I have the little loaf cats by, I believe, Annie, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 so far, and all of these I sell for 18. I know I've seen people make them for 15, but I try to stuff mine a little bit more, so I have more stuffing. And then of course I do the eyes, and then the detail for the face, and then the little butthole. And then of course it has the one thing I have to sew in. So yeah, so I have these darker colors. And I made 2 out of this light pink. These are all loops and threads from Michaels. The first 2 were Bernat yarn. This one is the Bernat frosting, and then this one is the I believe it's loops and threads as well, but the little floral print. So I have those, and then a few more things. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cat ear beanies. So some of them I made it with the option of folding up the rim, so I made it a little bit longer. So it's not really an option unless they want it to be. So it has the folded up rims. I did it for this one and this one, this one, and this one. So I found this pattern on YouTube. I know I've seen some people start from like the bottom part of where the opening is here. Well, the video that I found, she starts from the top right here, which I really liked. So that's why I just stuck with that pattern. And I was able to use all types of yarn. So like this yarn was the Lion brand. I forget the name of it. I have some up on the top of in my room here, but these are all the same skein of yarn, and of course it just changes colors. The only thing with this one, the yarn is a little floppy, but it does come out cute. I don't want to put it on, but when you put it on, you know, it has the little corners that makes it look like cat ears. So those came out really well. So this one is just, you know, straight down. It doesn't have the fold option. I mean, unless somebody wants to fold it, it's up to them. And then this one, again, it's it's that big twist rave line they had like a few months ago. And I bought a lot of this neon green with black. And I had made bucket hats out of them, and those sold. And then I made, of course, here's this cat ear beanie. And one skein of that makes this, and I still have some left over, but I don't think I have enough to make another cat ear beanie. I just have to attach another skein to make another one. And then these 2 yarns I got from Dollar Tree. So these yarns were $1.25. Gray, and then I believe I got this one from Dollar Tree. And then this one I got from Hobby Lobby, and those are all acrylic. This one is acrylic, and it's the Lion brand, Madala, something like that. And this one's a little bit thicker, but it's acrylic still, which, I mean, I really liked how this one came out, and I like how thick it is. And then this one is that Bernat lattice or something. And this one, I love the detail, if you can see it. It has blue, yellow, and orange. It's really soft. It's floppy, but not as floppy as the colorful one. Or maybe it's about the same, but I really like the way this feels. I did make another cat ear beanie, but that one I made for my sister, and hers has the black and a lot of different color blues. So I made those. We've had people ask for cat ear beanies, and so yeah, so I did make a few more of those, and I do have, I think, 2 more in stock with my other inventory. And then the last thing we have is this big old chicken. And again, this is the same pattern from my $15 chickens. My mom made this one, and of course she added a little tail. She likes to add things on her own. And this one we are selling for $40. I did make one before, and the one we made sold. So we are doing these at least one at a time. So we'll make one and it sells, we'll make another, just so we don't have so many in hand, or you know, to carry around and stuff like that. So yeah, this one did take quite a bit of polyfill, so that's why it is 40. I don't know if 40 is enough. If it sells again, we might up it at least by $5, so it'll probably be like 45, just because how much polyfill it uses, and my mom likes to use polyfill. So yeah, I think that's all of our inventory that we've made within the last 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks, something like that. So I do want to try to make more videos, try to be more consistent, just, you know, just to share with you guys what we make, how we do, how our environment is when we go to these festivals, share with you guys, you know, what we've sold, how much we make, and just different stuff like that. So yeah, so if you like these kinds of videos, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.